What's going on, everybody? Sleazy Boy back here. I just really wanted to make this what if video again. I know where I left off, and I know I stuttered a bit, and I kind of didn't like the way I was stuttering. I went over my video like 4 times to see what I did wrong, but yeah. Anywho, we left off with Raditz seeing the ungodly transformation of Super Saiyan 2, flabbergasted at its power. He doesn't do anything but just sits there in silence, saying to himself, if Kakarot could get this powerful, maybe I could one day too. He says to himself. Later on that day, outside of the time chamber, they are both extremely, tremendously powerful. It's only been a day, but Raditz is already close to achieving Super Saiyan, and Goku showed him Super Saiyan 2. During that time which they were in the time chamber, they had a bonding moment, to say. And Raditz knows not to piss off Goku, apparently. Using this way to get motivated, Raditz does nothing but go train with Kami on the lookout for the next few days. Now, everything goes normal, actually. The Saiyans, they are arriving, but Goku warns the Earthlings about the Saiyans' arrival to tell them to train. Goku already knew this would happen ahead of time, so he told them way before he even took Raditz in the time chamber. Training for the 3 years before the Saiyan arrives, things turn out pretty similar toward normally, but this case, Raditz is still alive, and Goku, he knows not to show off Super Saiyan during the Saiyan Saga, because, you know, little bots. He knows that he has to go off planet to do something like that. During this time, Goku uses his instant transmission to go to the Kaioshin realm and return the Potara. He just wanted to see something, if anything would change with the Potara if he put it on with both of his ears. And yes, it has been, well, technically 3 years, but Kaioshin asked Goku, why is he being gone so long? And Goku just comments saying, I can't say. And he said, you'll know soon enough. Shin nods in agreement. Goku instant transmissions back to the lookout, trying to see if search Raditz's key signature. He figures out that he's already confronted the Saiyans, Nappa and Vegeta. Nappa reads Raditz's power level, but Raditz is holding back extremely. Raditz's power level, his power level 3000, but in actuality, his power level 180,000. Goku knows that Raditz is holding back, so he wants Raditz to take the fight up for this one. Raditz does so accordingly. He beats up Nappa. Goku stops him from killing him, saying that we will need them in the long run. Then Goku goes on to Vegeta. The fight is equally one-sided, with Goku holding back extreme amounts of power. But Vegeta, he does something unexpected. He uses his Ozaru form earlier than he did in the original. Nappa, Raditz, and Vegeta all transform into Ozarus. Raditz is fighting off Nappa, and Vegeta, he's fighting off Goku. Goku knows what to do in this situation, but he wonders if anything changes if his tail's cut off. So he decides to leave it and just destroy that ball that Vegeta threw up. Using this opportunity, Vegeta tries to make a run for it, but Goku stops him, destroying his scouter and then saying, you want to defeat Frieza, right? And then Vegeta shrugs and says, do you know about Frieza? And then Goku says, of course, Raditz told me. And then he says to himself, damn it, if Kakarot could be this powerful, maybe I could too. I have to get him to join us. Changing his mind, shrugging agreeingly. All of a sudden, he talks to Raditz about the future and how he knows what's going to happen because he says that the Kaioshin told them about it. Pause. We're pausing. Forgot. Missed a few parts. Oh, damn it. Not again. You know, I'm just gonna cut this part out of the video. Time 5. I'll just cut out 30 seconds. That way it's easier. 1, 2, 3. Trudging agreeingly, Vegeta nods back. Goku gives him a senzu bean, getting a major Zenkai in the boost. But Goku says he has to stay on planet if he wants to get as strong as him. Vegeta knows that if he stays on this planet, he probably could just destroy Kakarot later. Vegeta knows that Kakarot's hiding something. Something that he doesn't want to even tell Raditz. He goes to Raditz and says, Raditz, what is this brother of yours hiding? And then Raditz says, you don't need to worry about it, Vegeta. He's way more powerful than us. Vegeta is thinking, maybe it could be. No wonder why he was able to take us on so easily. Could he be the Super Saiyan of legend? Vegeta is highly doubtful at first, but then once he realizes Raditz's face expression, he knows that it could be true. And then Vegeta just outright says, Kakarot, are you a Super Saiyan? And Goku says, no. But I do know what a Super Saiyan is. And Vegeta says, shyly, oh, thank goodness. I thought I wasn't going to be the first one. Using his knowledge of Super Saiyan, explaining to everything how to achieve it. Goku already knows this, of course, but he just stretches off agreeingly, knowing that Vegeta could be more powerful later. During the 1-year time skip, Vegeta and Nappa are actually pretty close in terms of power. Nappa, a whopping 80,000, and Vegeta, 97,000. They still haven't figured out Super Saiyan, but Goku knows that they will eventually. Figuring out that the timeline hasn't changed that much, he figures maybe it's time to go to Namek. I mean, I did stop the deaths of the Earthlings, so maybe I should be able to go to Namek. I also have to deal with Piccolo somehow. Then he instant transmits this over to Piccolo, instantly teleporting him to Namek. And then he goes to Elder Grooves, instantly transporting there. Goku explains, and then Nail and Piccolo fight it off. It seems pretty even, like a way even. And then Goku stops the fight, then going into Super Saiyan, telling them that you should be able to defeat me if you work together. They both agree. Ready to fight, Goku instantly rushes after the two Namekians. They couldn't hold their own even against a normal base Goku. There's no way they could handle Super Saiyan. But what they don't know is that Goku's gradually decreasing his own power on purpose, so that way they can fight up to him, thinking that they have the advantage, and then strike them when they least expect it. Goku knows how to fight in this timeline, because he knows he was too careless when he went up against Moro. Using his instant transmission, he instantly gets behind Piccolo and tells him, nice try. Then, using a finger, he literally punches him with a finger, knocking him down on the ground. Piccolo is surprised, considering how powerful he got through his training. He didn't expect Goku to be so powerful. But then again, he's still not strong as the other Saiyans that Goku fought against. And then Goku goes to see the Guru, having his potential unlocked, even more so than when Whis did it. Goku sees this power up in him, knowing that it's still not enough, but it can at least gradually help me. Then he goes to Guru and says, I'll be back in 3 years' time to figure out everything. Then he rushes off. But before then, he asks Goku, would you like to use the Dragon Balls? And Goku says, if I do use the Dragon Balls, I could easily return to my timeline and restore this one. Everything could go normal according to plan. But if I do that, I won't be able to defeat Moro. So he says, distinctively saying, no, I won't. Then Guru says, I see. You are welcome anytime. Then he instant transmissions Piccolo, and then they go back to Earth. Going into the time chamber, Piccolo notices something. That, how the hell was Goku able to stay in here for this long? Goku says, it wasn't even that hard, actually. It was actually pretty easy. You just need to get used to the tonal rhythm. Like, remember what it feels like to be fighting, and then compare it to staying in the time chamber. It's completely opposite, but it feels right. And then that's how you get the hang of it. At least, that's what he said to Piccolo. But Piccolo, not being a Saiyan, didn't understand what he meant. And then, following the next year time skip, Goku, Vegeta, Nappa, Raditz, and Piccolo are basically almost even in power. Goku's still by far the strongest. Way stronger than he was in canon. But not as strong as he was when he went up against Beerus or Boo. He's like right before he went up against Boo. Goku says to himself, maybe it's time I visit the Supreme Kai and have my potential unlocked like he did with Gohan. Wait, I just realized something. Gohan, of course. If I can't defeat Moro, maybe he can. But Chi-Chi probably wouldn't allow it. Oh, I know. I could just use the Dragon Balls to wish for money, so that way he can train all he wants. Goku goes to Chi-Chi, saying that he will gather the Dragon Balls, wishing for them to be rich so that Gohan doesn't have to study. Chi-Chi being flat out saying, Goku, if this is what you really need, but what about Gohan? Is this what he wants? And then Chi-Chi says, okay, fine, but no more doing whatever you want, Goku. Goku sighs greenly. Thank goodness she agreed. I thought I would never get out of there. Then he instantly takes Gohan to the Supreme Kai. Gohan, being a little bit younger, around Cell Saga, but 2 years younger before he went up against Cell, knowing that his father was a Super Saiyan, he instantly wanted to learn it. Goku knows what he needs as a trigger, so he goes over to introduce Krillin to Gohan. They fight it out, and things go pretty similar as it did in canon. Gohan gets Mastered Super Saiyan while on the verge of Super Saiyan 2, and Goku thinks that, yeah, this is definitely enough. Getting out of the time chamber, Gohan is the exact same age as when he went up against Cell. A little bit ahead of time, but not that much. After going towards 100, wow. After going towards the other Saiyans, beating them, he feels kind of left out, but at the same time, he knows Raditz and asks, what's with the distance? And then Raditz says, they just can't believe that you're already stronger than them. And then Gohan says, oh, of course. But I don't get it. How come they're not stronger than I am? And Raditz says, because Goku didn't want to let them use the time chamber. Because he never told them about it. And then Gohan says, oh, Why not? And then Goku interrupts saying, because they probably never would have used it for good. Okay. After this, Goku goes towards towards Bulma, asking for a ship to direct them to Namek. Or, not Namek, but Frieza Planet 79, of course. Goku doesn't take Gohan, because he knows that Gohan is already stronger than Frieza. So he takes Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz. Goku's just gonna sit on the sidelines and deal with the Genri Force if he wants. You time skipped a month, and then they're already there at the Frieza Planet 79, causing chaos. Knowing that it was probably the Saiyans revolting again, Frieza instantly goes into his final form and goes towards the planet. After arriving, he sees the Ginyu Force already dealt with, and he sees Vegeta smirking. He's saying, Frieza, you will pay for what you did to the Saiyan race, for what you did to me. Instantly powering up into a Super Saiyan, surprising even Raditz, because Raditz was able to do this, but he didn't know that Vegeta could. Nappa just says, damn it, I wanted to be the one who got it first. Fighting off against Frieza, instantly thrashing him, beating him towards the ground even, killing him. Goku says, good job, Vegeta. Now let's head back. Vegeta says, hold on, Kakarot. I want to fight you, one-on-one. Goku says, this is gonna be fun, huh? He instantly transforms into a Super Saiyan. Knowing the power difference between him and Vegeta, he holds back a tremendous amount of power. But it's still a one-sided fight. Vegeta even uses his gallant gun to threaten to destroy the planet that they're on. But Goku easily instant transmissions and stops him from using that attack. Then, they make their way back to Earth, training in the process. Did I forget to mention that this was a gravity training room? So yes, it was. Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa still have all their tails too. So they know it doesn't do anything towards them. Goku figures out that maybe if he had his tail, he could use it to become stronger, like they did. Because he figures out that Vegeta got way stronger, way faster, because his tail was still on. Goku figures out that if he still had his tail, maybe it could let him find a new source of power. After landing back on Earth, Vegeta goes instantly back into the gravity chamber to train, figuring out that since he lost. Raditz goes on with Goku to the lookout. And Nappa, well, he's just Nappa. He goes on to train by himself somewhere, probably in the wasteland. Piccolo senses them arrive back and instantly greets Goku. Goku figures out that Piccolo's gotten much stronger, and he wonders if he went into the time chamber. Goku noddly agrees and says, you want to have a spar? And then they spar off with each other. But surprising Goku, Piccolo, he's easily matching up with him in his base. That's something that even him in the future couldn't do. So he knows that, Piccolo's gotten a lot stronger. I mean, I guess Namekians do live long lives, huh? I mean, look how old Kami is. Wait, did he? Piccolo, did you fuse with Kami? And then Piccolo says, no, the Dragon Balls would be gone if I did, so I felt that I didn't need to. He told me about the time chamber and how I could become stronger, so I did. And then we time skip 3 years, right before the arrival